What's up everyone, Dylan with Beamer Tech, back at it again for another Last Month in BMW, where we cover all the BMW news that was happening last month, which in this case was August of 2024. Now sit back and relax because we got a lot to talk about, from some recalls, surprising sales numbers, China, money, and Judgment Day. It's 5. Probably more. Every now and then you'll see an i8 or an i3 rolling around. Now BMW didn't make that many of them and production ended a while ago. However, 24 were sold brand new this year at BMW dealerships. With the i8 production ending 4 years ago and the i3 ending 2 years ago, how? Well, one could assume that these have been sitting unused at dealer lots collecting dust since they rolled off the assembly line. I can only imagine that they went for some steep discounts, but pretty soon they might actually go for a premium as low mileage collector cars. I wonder how many are still sitting around unsold. Who knows? Speaking of a premium, it's Chaz's birthday today. Everyone in the comments, let Chaz know happy birthday. Regardless, speaking of a premium, have you heard of the Noya Classa? If not, you haven't been watching Last Month in BMW, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. With this new endeavor into EV comes a lot of research and development, which means a lot of money to be spent. In the first 6 months alone, BMW Group has spent just over $4.6 billion in research and development. Now, of course, this encompasses more than just the EV lineup, but that's still a crazy amount. Looking at other brands, Mercedes has spent just over $5 billion, and Audi comes in at spending just over $2.4 billion. China is a huge market for BMW, and BMW has been making exclusive extended wheelbase versions of some of its models for China for some time now, just like the 3 Series. Well, when you have a large enough market, you can dictate exactly what you want, and now, for the first time ever, BMW is making an extended wheelbase X3 exclusive to the Chinese market. The BMW X3 25L xDrive and the X3 30L xDrive will feature a wheelbase that's 110 millimeters or 4.3 inches longer for more legroom in the back. For a full rundown on all the features, go check out the link in the description. Remember a couple of videos ago when I said humans are done, robots are taking over because BMW used a couple robot dogs in one of its plants? Well, I was wrong. Dead wrong. Judgment Day is here because now BMW is using humanoid robots. Yeah. BMW has tested the Figure 2 robot at its Spartanburg plant to, let me make sure I get this right, relieve employees from ergonomically awkward and tiring tasks. In other words, work, especially at an assembly line. So far, they've successfully inserted sheet metal into certain areas of the production line, but this is just the beginning. According to Inc.com, while Figure hasn't released the price of these robots yet, CNBC estimates that they range from $30,000 to $150,000 each. Ironically, that's probably the salary for most of the people at the Spartanburg plant. While currently these robots can only lift about 44 pounds, which is 20 kilos, and have a runtime of about 5 hours, they don't complain, they don't call out, they don't need lunch breaks, they don't need smoke breaks, they don't need insurance or vacation time, and so on. Now, sure, they will break and need to be repaired, but it's pretty alarming regardless. I think perhaps we should replace Oliver Zipsey with ChatGPT 4. According to BBC, in 2022, his salary was $5.6 million. 12-month subscription to ChatGPT 4 costs $300. Sounds pretty good to me. Speaking of overpriced electronics, more recalls. Over 105,000 different vehicles were recalled due to an electrical overload that can cause a starter motor to overheat. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in the United States, repeated attempts to start your vehicle in the event of a starter motor failure can lead to overheating. In other words, keep trying to start your vehicle while it doesn't want to start, bad things can happen. Who knew? But the fix for this? A software update! We're living in the future, people. To find out if your vehicle is affected, go check out the link in the description of this video. Here's a quick fun one. By now, you know the new M5 is completely overweight. So what might help with that on the touring model? A carbon roof. Can you get one? No. Apparently, BMW decided that it would cost them too much. I mean, I completely understand BMW not wanting to meet the needs of the customers who are going to be willing to drop $125,000 on a new vehicle. Right. That was it. Quick fun one. Guess what? More recalls. I know we just talked about them, but we have a few more, and since recalls never stop, here we go. Now, recalls again happen to vehicles of all makes and models, but BMW seems to be having a lot of them recently. Again, to find out if your vehicle is affected, go check out the links in the description of this video. First off, over 720,000 vehicles are recalled due to potentially short-circuiting water pumps. 1,150 i4s are being recalled due to a potential issue with the left side longitudinal beam. 278,000 5, 7, and X series for integrated brake modules. Over 12,500 minis for short-circuiting high-voltage batteries. And let's finish up with just a small one of 1.36 million BMWs being recalled in China for, can I get a drum roll please? Yep, you guessed it, Takata airbag inflators. It's the gift that just keeps on giving. Or exploding. Let's end this episode on a high note if you're a fan of EVs, but for the first time ever, BMW has sold more EVs in Europe than Tesla has. I mean, it's BMW's 14,869 to Tesla's 14,561, but it's something. This is thanks to the iX and i4 doing some of the heavy lifting. So if you're a fan of EVs, this is a win for you. And that wraps up August of 2024, concluding this episode of Last Month in BMW. Which was your favorite story? Let us know in the comments below. As always, if you want to learn more about each of these stories we talked about, go check out the links in the description of this video. But as always, for more tips and tricks, product reviews, and so much more for BMWs, Minis, and Supers, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell. Want to know what's happening first? Head on over to our website, link in the description to sign up for a newsletter. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Thanks for watching. Done! Happy birthday, Jess.
Thank you.